The football team is back on the winning track after a 35-10 win over FDU Florham, and women's soccer could be playoff bound. Hello and welcome to the Lions Den. I'm Tyler Palmer. Sitting to my left is Jimmy McCumber, Albright's SID.
Entering the contest on a 3-game losing streak, the Lions came out ready to go on Friday night against the Devils. After totaling just 4 yards in the team's first 2 offensive drives, sophomore quarterback TJ Luddy found Josh McCullough from 20 yards out to give Albright an early 7-0 lead. Scott Pilar made a key block to help him get the final 5 yards into the end zone.
Less than 2 minutes later, after converting a 39-yard pass on 3rd and 10, FDU's Sean Norton scored from 22 yards out to tie the game at 7 apiece. The game remained tied until TJ Luddy hit a streaking Scott Pilar for a 54-yard touchdown that gave the Lions a 14-7 lead.
Albright would not allow the Devil offense past midfield for the rest of the first half, and it was more of the same in the second half. After a field goal cut the red and white lead to 4 early in the third quarter, Albright scored on their next 3 drives to close out the third quarter ahead 35-10. 2 of those touchdowns were scored by bruising fullback Marty Reinhardt, including this 3-yard touchdown run. Pilar also added his second touchdown reception in a decisive third quarter.
For the game, Pilar caught 6 passes for 142 yards and 2 touchdowns. Luddy finished the day 8 of 12 for 157 yards with 3 touchdowns passing and no interceptions. Running back Jason Holmes, who's been feeling healthier than in the past couple weeks, finished with 85 yards rushing on just 13 carries. On the defense, Ryan Ott finished with 12 total tackles, including 3 for a loss, while also recording a sack. For the entire team, the Lions finished with 4 sacks.
From the gridiron to field hockey, the Lions sent 6 departing players out on a high note with a 1-0 victory over Arcadia on Senior Day. 6 seniors were honored, Captains Madison Bailey and Beth Moran, along with Rose Cassesi, Samantha Pesaresi, Kelsey Trainer, and Kelsey Ruck.
With the game tied and less than 5 minutes to go, freshman Allie Dombrowski broke through, finishing off her own rebound to give the Lions a 1-0 win. Sophomore goalie Margaret DeLucas has been excellent all season for the Lions and leads the Commonwealth Conference in saves. This was her 10th career shutout, which is already a program record.
Another Albright goalie who has been on fire this season is women's soccer senior Olivia Giuliano. She made 9 stops as the Lions hung on in the pouring rain to tie second-place Lebanon Valley and keep themselves in playoff contention.
Albright trailed 1-0 with under 9 minutes to play, but grabbed a huge tying goal from sophomore Stephanie Przybaszewski to send the contest into overtime. The victory, coupled with a 3-1 road win over Elizabethtown, has put the Lions in good position heading into this final week of the regular season.
Last episode, we spoke with tennis star Victoria Foagno ahead of the MAC Individual Championships. Well, last week she became the first MAC individual champion in Albright history, defeating number 1 seed and defending champion Melanie Note from Wilkes in an almost 2-hour battle in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania.
Foagno also teamed with freshman Alyssa Sell to win the first MAC doubles title, defeating Misericordia's Michelle Cameron and Brianne Phillips 8-3. They were the first Albright doubles winners since 1982. This weekend is homecoming, and at least 2 games at Shirk Stadium have some serious playoff implications.
The Albright football team faces a huge test on Saturday with a visit from 7-1 Widener in a game that could have major playoff implications for both sides. The Pride could still win the MAC title by taking their final 2 games, and a win would put Albright in great position to receive an ECAC bowl game bid.
Widener has averaged 59 points over his last 4 games, so the Albright defense and leading tackler Ryan Ott will have their hands full on Saturday to slow their attack. Sophomore TJ Luddy is expected to get the start after his performance against FDU Florham.
On the women's soccer side, Albright enters their homecoming game with Widener knowing that a win would qualify them for the Commonwealth Conference playoffs and could potentially even put them in 3rd place and avoid defending national finalist Messiah. However, a loss will eliminate the Lions from playoff contention.
Mary John met with starting center back Mel Sullivan to talk about her thoughts about the big game.
So Saturday being your homecoming game, you'll play Widener, which will determine whether or not you make it to playoffs. What are some thoughts about this game?
It's a big game. I mean, our season's riding on it. We've done good so far, and it'll determine the rest of our season for us, so hopefully we can pull through.
Do you know what some of the team's goals were for the season at all?
I think coming into the season, we lost 1 senior, we only put on 2 freshmen. We're used to each other, we know each other's tendencies, so we were hoping to make playoffs. I mean, we came out with a little bit of a bumpy start. We lost our first conference game 4-1. That was a little bit of a setback, but I think we got ourselves mentally prepared and we were ready to go. So making playoffs is big for us, and that's still our goal, so hopefully.
So on Saturday, you'll be playing for the playoff spot. You know that a win means you're in, and then a loss will eliminate you. How is your team preparing for this game?
I think mentally we're just, taking a day at a time right now. We got to play Kings, get that out of our way, and next 2 or 3 days we got to take practice real hard, real serious.
Now, how big of an advantage do you think it is to be playing here at Shirk Stadium for your homecoming game then?
I think it's huge, huge. Last year we were up 1-0 on their home fields, and the ref called a foul in the box. They scored a penalty kick, tied it up 1-1, we tied the game. If it were here, that never would have happened. It's a bad call. So I think playing here, home field advantage, I think it's key for us. It's really what we need, set the tone. Hopefully it'll work in our advantage. We'll see.
Awesome, thanks so much. Good luck on your game on Saturday.
Thank you very much.
The 2011 Albright Athletic Hall of Fame class will be inducted on Saturday. Included is M. Vincent Grant, class of 1929, 1960s football stars Herbert Naus and Anthony Lasapio, and former basketball standout Kenneth Van Dyne.
Remember to come support your teams on homecoming. Football kicks off at 1 p.m., women's soccer at 5:30, and men's soccer at 8 o'clock on Saturday.
Thanks for stopping by the Lions Den.